Always great chatting with my next guest, Thiago Moises, who's back in action, going to be taking on Christos Giagos, UFC Fight Night, June 25th. Thiago, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How about you?
Doing awesome. Glad to see you finally have a fight book, because I know we talked a few months ago. I know you were looking to get back in there. Was this the right amount of time off, or were you hoping to fight a little bit sooner?
I was hoping to fight a little bit sooner, but that's what they offered me, and I'm happy with it. I'm ready and ready to go.
Is it kind of cool? I don't know if you care about this stuff, but Christos trains at Sanford MMA now, and you train at American Top Team. They're kind of like rival gyms. Does that add a bit more to this fight, or it doesn't matter?
I think it doesn't matter. Like for me, it's not personal. It's just business, and just gonna go there and do my best and get the win. That's all that I care about.
It looked like you got a full camp for this one. When did you find out?
I'm down. I think I was like 10 weeks before the fight.
Great. Okay, so plenty of time for like full camp and everything.
Yes, plenty of time. But like I'm always training, so like for me doesn't really matter, So
yeah,
I was ready to go. So for like 4 weeks, it would be like I could like get a fight any time in 4 weeks.
Yeah, no, that's great, man. Before we talk about this fight, I know you've got a new member in your gym. It seems like you guys are like really gelling well together. Grant Dawson, how much of an asset has he been in the camp? Because I talked to Grant about you, and it seemed like you guys are getting along great.
No, yeah, he's like a good team. He has like a great teammate, a great friend. He got along very well. So it's been really good. Like he's been helping me a lot for this fight. One of my main training partners. And a great friend also. It's been a great addition to the team.
That's awesome. And just one other name I know has been training there. I don't know how much you've got to work with him, but Muhammad Mokaev, this flyweight phenom who's in the UFC now. How I know you haven't been working with him a ton, but how cool is it to have him in the gym?
I watch him train. It's really good. And actually, I think ITT never been with so many good fighters. Like there's so many good guys there right now, and it's great.
That's awesome. Good. Let's talk about Christos. 19-9 record. How do you feel like you match up against him in this fight?
I think he's a very well-rounded fighter. He has a good experience, but I think it's a really good matchup for my style. Mm-hmm. And I'm very happy with this matchup.
What have you taken away the most from those last two fights? Obviously, you fought Islam, who many feel like is going to fight for the title soon. You fought Joel Alvarez, who's also very tough. Is there anything you can take away from those performances that you're bringing into this fight?
Oh yeah, I always try to improve. After each fight, see what if I did wrong, or the things that I need to get better. And of course, against Islam, I think I did good against him. To be honest with you, I know I could have done much better, but. We see what he's doing. He's been doing with other opponents.
Finishing him early. I know you went. I was going to ask about that, because you're the last guy to kind of take him, into deep waters, which is good. And you were doing quite well in that fight, I thought. So you must. I mean, I know it sucks to lose, but you got to still feel good. You're not getting finished in the first round, right?
Yeah, I don't feel good. I feel like I lost. So
of course, yeah,
I'm not happy with it. But I know I can keep improving. I'm gonna be like in the top of the division, pretty soon,
Yeah, and you can't put it. I mean, getting that experience to fight a guy like that, I mean, it really can only make you better, right? So that's kind of the glass half full on that. We talked about Grant Dawson. Who have been some of the other main training partners you've been working with leading into the fight?
For this training camp, Grant Dawson, Joaquin Silva.
Oh, awesome! Yeah,
they have been my main training partners, for this training camp.
That's cool. That's great. And how about the weight cut? I know you're big on eating good and all that. How's all that going? Because I know you like to cook, right?
Yeah, cooking not so much. Like watching. Like I told you before, like TV shows.
Oh yeah, watching cooking shows as opposed to cooking. I see what you mean. Yes, that makes sense.
But like, my wife cooks way better than me, so I let this to her. But weight isn't good. I work like for the last, I think, 5 fights. I've been working with Charles from the PI.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. All my weight cuts have been doing like great.
Yeah. No. I hear you. Yeah.
I feel strong. I feel shaped. I feel ready to go.
Who will be in the cage with you that night as far as your corner?
For this fight, it's gonna be Grain Dawson, Parrumpa, and Macarrão.
Nice. That's great, man. And how's this fight playing out on June 25th? I know you don't like getting paid by the hour. How do you see the fight going down?
To be honest with you, I see me finishing this guy.
Yeah, do you think knockout, submission? I mean, Christos has been submitted a few times, so I'm sure that's probably part of the game plan, I would think.
Submission, yeah, or TKO also. I think could go in like both ways.
I imagine after this, you want to get maybe 1-2 more fights in this year just to kind of keep the momentum going. I know you got to see how things go in this fight, but just to kind of make up for this year, keep active.
Yeah, I don't like to get 3 fights this year. As I told you, I'm always training. So I want to stay as busy as I can, as active as I can. So 3 fights would be perfect.
Now, we were kind of joking there and talking about how you watch a lot of food shows. Is there like one particular like food dish you really like that like you're going to have after the fight? Because I know you got to cut weight now, so you can't eat it.
Like, I think ice cream. Ice cream is gonna be my go.
Is your go-to? Okay. I like it. That's good. And any other TV you're watching, getting in any other shows? And I always got to compliment you on this, Thiago. Your English, every interview, it's like better and better. So the TV and the reading, I'm sure, is really helping you.
Oh, yeah. I actually I also even audiobooks. I listen in English stuff like that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. So if I'm watching a couple Marvel movies,
nice.
The Doctor Strange 2, that just came out, and the other one is Carnobius, I think.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. So a lot of Marvel stuff is there too. There's a lot of stuff going on in your division right now. First, just talking about at the top of the division, Charles Oliveira defeating Gaethje the way he did. Were you surprised by that, or was that how you were expecting the fight to go?
I was surprised about that. I think Gaethje would have the advantage on the feet, and Charles obviously would have the advantage on the ground. But Charles had the advantage on the feet and in the ground also. So he's looking really good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see him against Islam.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, it looks like, if I had to guess, and I'm curious your thoughts on this, for whatever reason, the UFC doesn't want to give Islam the shot right now. I don't know why. I guess because the whole thing that happened with, the short notice fight and all that. But, I would think he's next. But it sounds like they're trying to get him to fight Dariush. But later in the year, is that kind of what you think is going to happen? Or what do you see happening there? Because I think Islam's, rightfully deserved to get the shot. But I guess they want him to take one more.
I think Islam, he deserves to get the shot,
Mm-hmm.
But I think Dariush deserves also. So
yeah.
If they fight, maybe it would be fair,
Yeah, I think that's what'll happen, and then maybe Oliveira fights at the end of the year. It's still weird that he's not the champion, right? Missing weight by 5.5 pounds or whatever it was. It's crazy, right?
The crazy story about the scale also.
Yeah,
that's
too bad. Have you ever had any close calls on the scale with making weight or anything? Anything weird with the scales happen to you before?
No, not really.
Okay, well, that's good. You got some good luck there, I guess, because, some of these other fighters there, it's not going so well. Thiago, thanks so much for doing this, man. We're really looking forward to the fight. UFC Fight Night, June 25th. If there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media you want to plug, I'll give you the last word.
I just want to give a shout out for my teammates, my coaches, and American Top Team on it. And if you guys want, you guys can follow me on my social media, Thiago Moises MMA, and all social medias.